Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to a flip through of my March 2025 Creative Daily Journal. So, I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome if you're new here, welcome back if you are returning. I make my journals out of 9 by 12 white mailing envelopes. I like doing them for a number of reasons. Number one, they only hold 1 month, which is very feasible. It's not something that's going to overwhelm me, even though at times it does seem to overwhelm me. Ugh, but the other thing is that every cover of every month can be different. Sometimes I paint on them, sometimes I collage on them, sometimes I sew on them. I do a variety of things on them, and it's just nice to have a change every month as we go. I love the size of it. It's very easy to make because the innards of it are just random papers that I have in my stash. But um, you can just take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and fold it in half, and that's the size. It works out perfectly. But like I said, I use a variety of papers and I do end up cutting them down to size here and there. Scrapbook paper, vintage papers, ledger papers, old journaling papers, a number of sources that I have. I also on the side like to put this little loop at the top. I put this little loop in with my embroidery floss when I am binding the book, which is simply with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. They take me no time to make. They're just super easy, super simple, and I love that about them. And then on the side, I put a lobster claw here, and I put some fibers down just as decoration. I sometimes I put a chain where I can attach different charms and stuff. And then what I like to put on the side here are just different things from the month. It could be a variety of things, anything really. But when I look at them on my shelf, I can see briefly kind of moments during that month, if you will. So during this month, I had fevers, yes, due to my chemotherapy. So there's that. Oh, and I also started making these super cute little, like, I call them earrings because that's just what they remind me of, but little seed beads on a bulb pin. And I just think they're super cute. So we shall get started. This flower on the top has been glued down finally. I waited until I was done with the entire journal before doing it because it is very thick. And so I didn't want to put it on here first because it would have made the cover very bulky when I was doing my journaling and whatnot. These are just old Happy Planner stickers here. And here we go, a cross paper clip just for decoration. And then I bind them, I put eyelets on the side and I bind it with dyed seam binding. You can bind it with anything though. Not binding, I'm sorry. A closure of seam binding. But I've used lace before, I've used organza ribbon, I've used scraps of fabric, anything you want to close it, right? Okay, so on the inside, let's get started. Oh, and let me tell you too, each of my books holds 16 pages folded in half. Now, I do a double page layout for each day of the month. You don't have to do that, but by using 16 pages folded in half, you get 32 surfaces to work on, perfect for the entire month. If you only want to work on one side per day, then you would only use 8. Okay, so I think I do have down below in the description box. I have um, tutorials for a variety of different types of journals that I've done in the past. One of them being how to do this envelope journal. I really enjoy putting printed vellum in the front. It's just for fun. And then here I have this. These were space events that were going on in March, and I see right here that I did not attach them. So I'm sorry. Let me just take a second, and I'm just going to glue this in or tape it in, actually, just because I never did it. So There we go. Okay. And like I said, the inside pages are a variety of pages. This happens to be from an old Winnie the Pooh book. This right here is my own dyed composition paper. Um, looks like that on the other side. This is, I don't know what this is. The thing too is that it doesn't matter what papers I use on the inside because most of the time I cover a lot of stuff up. Okay, music paper. This comes from a like a home decorating, I think, book, and it was really pretty. So yeah, that music paper, map paper. This is map paper in the back. This is a magazine. You know, so a variety of papers that I use. And again, 16. And then I love just putting little tiny things on here, like this little scrap of fabric I have laying on my desk, stapled it on. It's a cute little tab. Okay, so let's get started. Uh, this is what? March. Yeah, March. So on March 1st, it was a Saturday. Um, I'll do my best to tell you where and what I'm using on the different pages. I use a variety of things. Okay, I use a lot of printables. I use food packaging. I use magazine clippings. I use quotes from various things. I use painty papers, clip art. Um, yeah, some of these things are in my own printable section of the description box below. They are totally free. If you care to use them, have a great time. You can just go down there, download them, and print them out for yourselves. One of them is this TV right here. My husband and I do watch a lot of TV, so yeah. So this is something I drew a number of years ago, resized it. I have it in big ones, small ones, and then of course, when you print it out, you can resize it yourself if you want. So there you have it. That's where most of my stuff comes from. On this page here, my days of the week and the numbers of the month come from Loveland's Life. All the links will be below. If I mention anybody, the link will be below. This is from pretzel sticks. It's from a food packaging. I love using food packaging in my book. And then this is a clip art. So on this date, a lot of times too, I just have to say, my pages tell the story just from their pictures, you know? So I can tell from this day, obviously, we had pretzels, probably while we were watching TV. In We had finished The Unit, which in our opinion was a great show. And then we began Justified, which is equally good. My husband vacuumed and mopped this day. This I received in Happy Mail. You can do big, brave things. I love that. This couch I got on clip art. This is Bible verse and painty papers that I had made in my room. So, and then this up here is just a very tiny little scrap of vellum, tiny little scrap of fabric that I just stapled on to make a little tab. Okay, and so yeah, I worked in my room. Okay, so I worked in my room for a good long while. I ironed more squares for the wedding quilt. That has now ceased. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take me forever to do this wedding quilt. It's just not even funny. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's for my son and his wife, um, that got married a year and a half ago. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so I finished my pages. I just have the journaling left in my February book. And then my daughter and her boyfriend headed south to Miami to fix some things at his house before the inspection on Monday. Yeah. And then on this day here, this came from Happy Mail. So I just fussy cut it out and made it into a belly band. Again, this is my own dyed paper. I do believe I have a video down below tutorial on how I dye my paper with food coloring. It's like one of my most popular videos. It's super simple to do, really fun, and you get beautifully dyed papers from it. I filmed a ramble session, so yeah, it was a Sunday. This I just found online. I get a lot of my memes, all these things from either Facebook or Instagram, and I simply screenshot it, crop it, you know, um, save it to my photos, and then I go and transfer that to a Word document and print them out. I resize them to whatever size I want. Okay, so that's how I do that. Here's a little butterfly sticker. This is a prayer I found. Cherish time, this little rosette. This is just a simple little tab I put on the page. Here's one of those little earring things that I made out of a bulb pin with some beads. And this is about a Sunday drive. I saw this online and it reminded me of my dad. It talks about piling into the car to go for a Sunday drive. And then on the back, I have some just wipe up papers when since I had been painting. And then this is actually a fussy cut from a mantra wellness. And here is a Bible verse. This is just a bit of a doily that happened to be on my desk, and a little scrap of ribbon. I just simply glued it on. And then yeah, this little meme just brought back such fond memories of my dad taking us on Sunday drives. We would just get in the car, we go out to a place called the Redland, which coincidentally that's the area that I moved to when I married my husband. So it's out in the country, and yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful area. A lot's changed since then. Yeah, there are a lot of houses and businesses and stuff where strawberry fields once were. So yeah, it was just really nice to reminisce about that. Just about my sweet dad taking us for a drive. I had a horrible night's sleep, feeling yucky, and yeah. So on Sundays, my routine usually is I get up and then I um I film my ramble session, I call my aunt. And then lately, our kids have been coming over. So they'll either come over for Sunday dinner or they'll come over for Sunday brunch. And yeah, so that's my routine on most Sundays. I did not have a whole lot to write about. So when I don't have a whole lot to write about, I simply put a large meme and decorate the page. You'll see that throughout the book. And then like this page right here, right? My husband got me some flowers at the store and it had baby's breath in it. He got me some roses. I laminated the baby's breath. I love how that comes out. This is from the packaging. This was actually the page in the book. And again, I didn't have a whole lot to say, so I just leave it like this because it's a beautiful image. And then I put a Bible verse on it. So the doilies I do not count in my 16 count pages. Okay. These are just extra little tidbits. Sometimes I decorate them, sometimes I don't. This time I did. This sticker here is from Happy Mail. This is from a card deck that I got at Publix. This, I think, is perhaps the only day that I did not journal. So this, I used up my bag of chia seeds. Yeah, I make this like chia seed yogurt kind of stuff that I have in the breakfast. It's that I have for breakfast. It's really yummy. So I just took the bag and taped it in, I think. And it doesn't, because it's plastic, it doesn't really work all that well. Anyway, doesn't matter. I started taking this amla, which is supposed to help lower my cholesterol. We shall see. We got a this is a gift card to a coffee bar that my husband got from his dentist, which I find interesting. But anyway, yeah, for I think it was a thank you gift for recommending his dad to the place. And yeah, so that was nice. We gave it to our daughter because we don't go to coffee bars. But yeah, I ordered some stuff on Amazon. But guess what? I have no notes for this day. Wait a second. I have notes. I did not do the journaling, which is fine. It's fine because I just told you exactly what happened. So now, will I remember that in a month? Probably not. Huh. Excuse me one second. I'm just watching this neighbor. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so sorry. Okay, this page was a lot of fun. I found this in a magazine. She was actually holding something else, so I took my X-Acto knife and carefully cut it out. I do believe she was holding a camera. And then I cut out of craft paper a heart, put God's got this, and stamped that on, and then affixed it to the picture. And then I made this half of it a pocket for my journaling. This half was glued down, and then I found this. I don't even know where I found it. I have no idea where I found any of this. Huh. Could it have been given to me in Happy Mail? This might have been given to me in Happy Mail. Maybe. I'm not sure. But anyway, I loved it. And this is like not really a prayer, but like a faith-based thing, meme, which I loved. And then here's another faith-based meme that I printed out. And then on here, it says, if laziness were an Olympic sport, I would come in fourth just so I wouldn't have to walk up to the podium. Oh my gosh, that's so me, so me. Had been struggling at this time. Huh. Sorry, I'm watching The Neighbors. I don't know what's happening. Anyway. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, I had also been experimenting with this and with these little painted flowers. I'll go into that in a little bit. So, poor Big Handsome was in high pain. He's really struggling a lot. I worked in my room this day. I had finally completed my February journal, so it felt good to have two completed journals. Couch the rest of the day. My husband had made a ham and potato dinner for what day was this? Tuesday. So he made it on Tuesday, but I don't think our kids came over till Friday. Oh my gosh. That's the thing. When you have chronic illness, you have to do things when you can do them, right? So my husband probably made it up ahead of time just so when they did come over, all we have to do is heat it up, right? Yeah. So because you never know, you just never know. All right. I also started Boswellia today. That's another herb supplement that my radiology oncologist suggested to me for my brain function. So we'll see how that helps or if it does at all. Okay, Wednesday the 5th. Oh gosh, here is a picture of the back of my head. I have cancer pattern baldness. I am in search of hair. Yes, it's still missing from January. Here we are, at the beginning of March. And can I tell you, I'm filming this in April, close to the end of April, mind you. And my hair is just now growing back. Okay, just now growing back. A huge spot on the top of my head for my radiation that I had in January. We had a fire warning, which I put this in here because I've never seen a fire warning. Yeah, I get it on my phone because I guess I'm part of the county stuff. And yeah, so it was interesting. Of course, we have not had any rain at this time. We had not had any rain for a long time. Everything was super dry. It was super dry air too. Yeah, so that was interesting. Remington was going through a grazing period. And then we just spent all afternoon. We were watching Justified. And I must have filmed. Yeah, I filmed a journal with me video. And this I got in Happy Mail years and years and years ago. And I'm so glad that I finally I used the rest of it. I had been hoarding it all this time. And now here I had a lovely surprise of two Happy Mails. Yes, one was from Jules Journals. I will leave her link below. She does fabulous glue books. And one was from Angela. Yes, someone who I've been speaking with back and forth. Um, yeah, and so it was just so, so sweet. And these are, I still need to get out Happy Meals. Oh, yes. Okay. Um, I think around this time maybe is when I started doing this type of lettering. And in fact, I have down below a printable of the days of the week and certain phrases and words down below that is a free printable. So feel free to print that out. Now, on this day here, I remember my daughter had texted me to see if I had seen the explosion of the SpaceX Starship, and I had not, but she had seen it when she was pulling up to her house after work. She looked up in the sky and she saw like the whole explosion and the big ball of smoke and yeah, she was she was like she had no idea what was happening, right? She's sitting in her car, she's watching this in the sky, and she's just like, Jesus. Yeah, it was odd. Okay. This day we ran a bunch of errands. I went to Chick-fil-A and had a breakfast sandwich. Um, let me see. Oh, this right here is a cover up. So I think what I did here was I started writing the wrong notes on the wrong day, right? So I just took a quote and covered it up and started over again. We went to Dollar Tree. I'm sure we went to Publix or something. Received lovely Happy Mail. So from Angela, I received a card and Happy Mail or Happy Planner stickers, and from Jules Journal some magazine images. So sweet. We spent the rest of the day binging Justified. Chatted with my girl on her way home from work, which I do almost daily and love it. Yeah, she told me about the Starship, and I had pizza for dinner. And then this was just a magazine clipping, and it was a gorgeous day out. Yes, it was just a gorgeous day out. Yeah, so I really love doing this kind of lettering. It's super easy to do. And I think it just adds a fun little whimsical element to the journal. Here I have it again right here. Be happy. You'll see it a lot. This I have a little piggy here because we had ham dinner this night. Yeah. So on this Friday, the Gems came over, um, and we spent the beginning of the day cleaning everything. It wasn't just the Gems either. It was I think it was my sister and her daughter, my sister-in-law and her daughter. Yes. Okay. So we had them over for dinner, and oh, and Mama and Papa came too. So four extras, so eight nights. So there were like 10 of us this night. Yeah, I love it when the family comes over. For this, I just this is just a washi tape tab. And then this is two note cards, the same note cards back to back glued together to make a tag. Yeah, I love it when the whole family's over. And yeah, so we had this is what my husband was cooking the ham for. So, but see, on this day too, like he baked bread for dinner. He also made homemade rolls. He vacuumed, he mopped, So it was good that he had cooked the ham and potatoes prior. Prior. Yeah. So that the day of, we don't have too much to do. I cooked a lemon cake, which the flavor was really good. I'd seen it on a short video. It had minimal ingredients. It looked really good. Did not look like this, unfortunately. And then it came out. It was like a brick. Like it was super dense. The flavor was delicious, but the cake itself was super dense. And then when I looked at all the comments of that video, everyone said the same thing. They're like the flavor was good, but it came out like a brick. It did not come out light and fluffy at all. So that was a bit disappointing. This is one of my own a photocopy of a watercolor flower that I did. I intend to make these a free printable. I have not done it yet. I'm very sorry. And then on this day here, let's see. This is just a pocket. Oh, I had been playing with some um, sponge daubers and paint, acrylic paint, and I really like how these came out. It's just on like this newsprint stuff. This is from a Mantra Wellness magazine as well. Um, I'm in the phase of my life where I just want to bake, thrift, read good books, grow some flowers, enjoy the little things, and love on my family. Amen. Okay, I had a headache here. We had a huge bug on our AC door. It was weird, but we relocated it outside. Not a whole lot to say this day. Um, yeah, because I had a headache, I didn't really do all that much. But that makes a cute little pocket. And because I didn't have much to say, I found this online from Instagram, I do believe. And I just love how it looked. So I printed it out and put it in my book. I just think it's beautiful. I love this kind of lettering. It's so pretty. And these, just so pretty. And then this day here, I guess, no, maybe I glued this on. I don't know. Anyway, this is more like a vintagey kind of look, which when I back this picture, I don't like it because it had like bright colors on it, and this is more of like a muted vintagey kind of. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of how this came out, but anyway. So we had some Canada geese on the neighbor's roof this day, which I've never seen Canada geese here before, so that was interesting. My husband would see him when he would take the dog for a walk, so yeah, he came in and said, "Come out here and look at this." Um, yeah, love this. To the girl who struggles to trust God's plan. No, I know it's hard when the path feels unclear and your heart is weary from waiting. Yes. I love these too. It was daylight savings. I do not like that. So Sunday, same old. Spoke to my aunt, filmed a ramble session. We ended up going over to dinner to my son's house with all the kids, and here's my sweet husband and my daughter's dog. Well, it's my daughter's boyfriend's dog, but it's like their dog. And he is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh, he's adorable and so sweet. And then my son had, I guess they'd gone to like a market and somebody was selling that very popular Dubai chocolate, and so he let me have a piece, and it is super good. Yes, I looked up like the ingredients to make it. Because I thought that would be fun to do with the kids. But it's super expensive. I mean, no wonder it's darned expensive to buy the chocolate. But anyway, it was very good. And then my daughter and her boyfriend made us gnocchi with chorizo and creamy harissa sauce, and it was really, really good, really good. So there's that. I can't stand daylight savings time. I really cannot. I do not like it. I do not like it at all. Okay. So on this day here, my dog, he is like the king of side eyes. Okay. It's so hilarious. So this is him sitting on top of my desk. This is him sitting on top of a shelf that I have on my desk. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but I have like, here, I'll bring it up here. See, I have this row of stairlight drawers, and then I have a shelf on top of that. He's sitting on top of that looking out the window. He is so silly, and there he is with his side eye. Yes, he's hilarious most of the time. Not when he's whining and pining for his father, though. Oh my gosh, or for my husband, I should say. Yeah, that I'm not a fan of. But he was, maybe he was okay. I don't know. Apparently, my husband probably, yeah, he went down to Miami. He had his long appointment. It's like a 7-hour day. It's horrible for him. Um, then this is about insecurities and inner critics and comparing yourself. I had seen from this lady here, Inky Mia. I'll put she has wonderful things on Instagram. I really love seeing all of her different things. um I attempted to do something very similar. I'm not a fan of how it came out. I Yeah. um so it always seems to happen when I try someone else's idea. Yeah. But anyway, and then your insecurities do not define you. Yeah. But I made a little pocket, and these were what I was working on, this little simple little flower thing. But hers just looks so much better. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, uh, this, I have so much to do, so I'll just sit here and do nothing. This is so what I do when my husband goes on his long things. um I know that I'm going to have like 7 hours to myself. Now I don't have it actually to myself. I have it with myself and my husband's dog. Okay. Which I might have found a remedy for that. Like if I take him out and play with him with the frisbee and have him run around and stuff like that, I'll tucker him out, and then I can come in here and work and film and stuff without any interruptions. Otherwise, he just sits at my feet and whines, and he wants up in my lap, and he just, he wants attention because my husband's not here, and he does not like that. So, a lot of times when my husband ends up going away, I have for this particular appointment, I have all the intentions of the world, like every intention to get things done, to work in my room, to film a slew of videos. I mean, 7 hours of time, get real. I could literally film 7 videos easily. But no, no, it never happens. It never happens. And I end up doing a bunch of nothing. So that's probably what I did. Yeah. Um, Let me see. He's supposed to get one more reduction in pain, and then his pain pump comes out. And we are so happy about that. So we did get a severe weather warning, but we got nothing in terms of severe weather. But then the power blinked, right? When I was in here, I think. I was in here and the power blinked, and I was like, oh, that's weird, And I thought about the air conditioner. And so I went over to it and I thought, oh, you know what? I ought to just turn it off. Well, everything is so dang like sophisticated in this house that we have like, what's it called? It's a smart home for one. So everything is digital. And so there's not like, the old school where you just have on off switch, super simple. No, no. So I'm like, well, poo, I don't know how to turn the air conditioner off. I really hope it doesn't fry anything. So, anyway, my husband got home. And then later in that afternoon, I was talking with my daughter, perhaps. And my husband said, "Man, it's getting warm in here. What's the deal?" So he looks at the temperature, and the temperature had raised in the house a bit. And I said, "Well, I don't know," because the fan was still on. Like, yeah, the fan of the air conditioner was still on, but I guess the cold air wasn't coming through. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, so I said, "Well, why don't you go outside and look at the condenser and see see what's happening there?" So he did. Anyway, long story short, which is there ever such a thing with me? No, there is not. But my husband finally figured out that little power jolt had tripped the breaker, which is what it's supposed to do. But we were so thankful that it was just that. So he flipped the breaker and we were back in business. So that's good. I had a headache this day. Did I have a headache this day? Yep. Headache that day. Headache this day. Yes. Yep. Been having headaches. Where are we? Okay. This here, this backing is printed vellum. Love that. A pink doily from my stash. This came from somewhere online. A little piece of pearl, something like plastic pearls I put on here, glued on. This is a quote from Charles Dickens. I filmed a journal with me this day. I think at this point, yeah, March is slow going. I'm just having a hard time making the time to journal and find motivation. Yeah. Oh, and then we had finished Justified on this what is it, streaming. And but we were watching Justified City Primeval and we did not, yeah, we weren't a fan of it, but anyway. Chatted with Beauty Queen. Yeah. And this sticker I got in Happy Mail. In fact, maybe all of these stickers I got in Happy Mail. Okay. And then this here, this was from like a flow book, I think. The inside of a flow book that I had been looking through. Some more Happy Mail. A little cluster I did with some washi tape. So still having issues with the time change. Yeah, I don't like the time change at all. Uh, so yeah, and then I only worked in my room for a short while because I get interrupted, and when I'm finally in the groove, like I've been in here, a half an hour, and I'm finally in the groove, and then I get interrupted, I just can't get back into it. I just can't do it. So it's really annoying. Yeah, so I just quit working in my room. Spent the rest of the day on the couch. Not that I'm complaining too much, mind you. Nope. And then here are just some quotes and stuff. This is actually from Recreations by Brooke. Super sweet. Um, and then let's see. Okay. Thursday the 13th, National Gemstone Day. This sticker right here is also from Brooke. This right here is just a pocket from the bottom of a notepad. I had extra, it was just laying on my desk. We went to Maria's Cafe for breakfast after we saw my husband's oncologist, and everything was great. All my husband's scans went well, and his blood work was perfect. So now he can move to 1 year scans. So yeah, that's super super exciting for us. And then yeah, we went to this was a new place that we went to, and it was really good. And we've been back. Yeah, I had an asparagus omelet. I love asparagus so much. Okay, then and then my husband had a cleaning at the dentist as well, so we went to that, and then we went to Bell's. I was in search of dresses because of the steroids I'm on. I have gained weight, and I was down to like maybe one or two dresses that still actually kind of fit me. So I was like, babe, I need to get some more. So I was on the hunt for some more dresses. And chatted with Beauty Queen. Yeah. And can I tell you too, even those dresses are starting to get tight. Oh, but it'll be okay because I think come like a month and a half, I will be off like 5 weeks. I think I'll be getting off the steroids. So I'm so happy about that. Okay, and then this here is about my daughter's boyfriend's house. He actually got a contract on his house, and then he also put a contingency offer on a house up here. So yeah, I we were praying that all went smoothly with that. These are just some faith-based things with my own lettering here. So there was that. Then my daughter and her boyfriend drove over to the other side of the state to go to her best friend's wedding. This is from Sweet Cat Hand. She'd sent me in Happy Mail a while ago. We were watching Now Hell on Wheels. This is a Bible verse. I filmed a journal with me. This was the night of the blood moon and the lunar eclipse, which I saw neither of. Yeah. So there's that. And then this we went out. This just is packaging that from a faucet hanger that my husband hung outside to hold our hose. And then I didn't have much to say on this page. So I worked in my room, I cleaned off the desk. My crafter's conundrum, where to put all this stuff. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Big Handsome washed the clothes. We binged Hell on Wheels. Uh oh, my daughter and her boyfriend, here they are right here at the wedding. It was like a 12-hour day for them because they helped out. Of course, my daughter was the maid of honor, and they helped with like setup and cleanup and all that kind of stuff. It was a really really long day. I had fish and my husband's homemade fried rice for dinner, and it was a very yummy. And then here's more of my handwriting, or the lettering. I'm just a real fan of this. It's something that's super super simple. You can color it or leave it black and white. There're just a lot of options to it, so I really like doing it. I spent a lot of time on the computer today. Let me see, time change is still messing with me. This is a week later now. Here's my dog on our back patio. He just loves going out there and just sitting in the sun. Filmed a ramble today. Yep, spoke with my aunt. We went to Publix this day and spent over 950 on 18 eggs. We were flabbergasted, to say the least. And my husband gave me a much needed massage on my legs and feet because I get cramps a lot. Anyway, spent a lot of time on the couch. My husband cleaned. Um, my sweet son was finally able to see his or to feel the baby kicking. So we were so so excited. This was from a piece of Happy Mail that I received. Yeah, I was so excited for him. His little baby butterfly kicked. Oh, so exciting when that happens. This day here was St. Patrick's Day, which we don't really celebrate, but vacuum, mop, sheets, towels. So more cleaning on this day. My goodness, didn't my husband just clean? I don't know. Anyway, this is packaging from the what is it called? Oh, it smells delicious. The bath bomb, right? So yeah, it was a bed day for me, or probably more like a couch day. My husband drew me a bath because I'm just so sore. I had a fever this morning when I woke up. This is also from Cat Hand. This was a black and white magazine I got in Happy Mail as well. And then I just took this. It was just a vase with nothing here, so I took this, clipped it out, and glued it in. I thought it looked really cute and added a little bit of color. This is a laminated thermometer that I drew out myself to mark my fevers with. Little bulb pin earring. So cute. Oh my gosh, this smells really good. I received this in Happy Mail too. It's a big sticker. My husband made his best loaf of bread yet. It was everything bread. It's so good. This is the day that I did my own lettering and put it up as a free printable. Oh, here's another bulb pin here. This is another case of taking two notepads, gluing them together, and then I just made it a tag, put some fabric on it, added the little bulb pins, added the little pictures here as dangles. Love how it came out. So yeah, I just felt bad this day. My husband had to clean all the sheets because yeah, because when my fever breaks, oh my goodness, yeah. And he ran me a bath. He's just so sweet. Oh, and then I was so surprised because he put in a bath bomb. So cute. He's so cute. And then I just sat in the bath for a long time and watched McCloud's Daughters. Yeah. Yeah. And then we just hung out on the couch together watching whatever we were watching. What was it? Hell on Wheels, perhaps? Yeah. But I love this is probably my favorite page so far. I put some whatever this is called, pom pom trim on it. I love how this is black and white with little pops of color. I love this. It makes my book smell good. I just love the way that that came out. So I think I'm just gonna stop here and we'll do the next half in a little bit. So I hope you got some ideas on what you can add to your journal. So many things. I mean, packaging, stickers, laminating stuff, little pictures of things that go on in your day, right? Notepads, collage bits. This is a meme from online. It says having a home where you can relax without ever wanting to escape is truly underrated. I love my space and I love being in it. Amen. Yes. So many things you can add to your journal. And even on a day where I literally did nothing but take a bath and sit on the couch, you can still make a beautiful page out of that. So I hope this gives you some encouragement, some ideas. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I know that time is precious. I really do. And I just love that you choose to spend your time with me. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week. And I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.